Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 108 of Perpetual Backlog. I am your get hit with every virus host, Aqua, and joining me like always is going to be dodging every virus, Dalit.
Ooh, dip, duck, dive, dodge, and dodge.
And dodge. and Link.
He will sleep through them all.
Yeah, we'll sleep through them all, yeah.
That's the way to heal.
I've had the flu and COVID this week. From the day after we recorded last week.
I love it. Just the flu to jab, soften you up, and then COVID comes in.
Dude, God had
With
to
the right
debuff me to
cross.
give God had to debuff me to give me COVID.
What a thing to say out loud.
He had to fucking debuff me. He's like, oh, you forgot to get your flu shot. You've just given me the window. I'm like, son of a fucking bitch. But yeah.
Be like the penguins from Madagascar. Get him, boys.
Get him, boys. Yeah, no, I've been dealing with that. I didn't edit last week's podcast until like Saturday, and then didn't get it uploaded until Sunday. So, apologize for that late episode. This should be out on time this week. I'm feeling a lot better. But yeah, no, for the first 3 days of after last week's podcast, I was deathly ill, throwing up in my bed, so I didn't get any gaming done during that part.
Disappointing.
But I've felt a lot better, and I have been going back and forth between watching Stargate and playing Harvest Stella, and that game is like, if you'd have told me that this game was written by Yoko Taro and like designed a little bit by him, I'd believe you.
You were mentioning that.
I have gotten to an area which literally looks like the theme park in Nier Automata.
Oh god.
I mean,
literally looks like it.
It's aggressively close. When he showed me, I literally had to stop and go, okay, am I misremembering? Link to a GIF. It's 1-to-1. It's incredible.
Become as gods.
That part of the story, I'm like, this story is so weird. Like, it's like, you know what? This story also is like kind of what is it? Kind of self-aware or whatever. Because I was fighting a boss, all right, and before fighting the boss asked me. He goes, Why are you even doing this? Were you not satisfied with your quaint little life farming away? living holed up in your little hovel? Were you not happy with that life? You had to come all this way to try to stop me. And
well,
I'm like, okay.
Were you?
Yeah, my character didn't want people to die.
Well, how dare you be a good person?
And this guy was trying to destroy our world, and yeah. Now I'm like trying to figure out. Now I can't even explain where I'm at now. Like, it not only is it like slightly spoilers, or like actually massively spoilers. I couldn't even say where I'm at.
I genuinely just couldn't say.
I have no idea what's going on in the story at the moment.
You love to hear it, truly.
That's why I said This could be written by a Katara, and I'd be like, yeah, I could see that, 100%. I don't understand a damn thing going on. That being said, I'm in winter, so I'm now I think my farm is like level 6 now, which means there's a lot more room, and I'm growing potatoes, and chili and chili peppers. I also downloaded and started playing some Witcher 3, heavily modded.
Oh yeah,
What
gotta be
kind of
modded.
mods?
Oh, what kind of mod? Well, and by heavily modded, I just mean like all the cool play, not like turning people into, not like how I did in fucking Skyrim, where I turned my character into freaking Artorias and had the Excalibur move. Um, um, but stuff like I had it to where it unlocks and gives me like a bunch of different slot panels for like your abilities and your mutagens and stuff like that. It gives you, I think the mod gives you like 8 pages. That way, like you have 8 pages of like like stuff equipped. So you're like super powerful. You can be super powerful, but I still have to like level up and shit. I mean, I have the H work. Like most of these mods, I'm gonna have to shut off before the 14th anyway because they're updating the game.
That is true. They'll probably be broken to some small amount and then get
Mhm.
fixed up after release.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So I started. I mean, I'm not even. I'm barely out of the tutorial. So.
Well,
Fucking around with
soon.
that. Yeah.
Hope you enjoy yourself.
Well, it's been pretty fun. Yeah. It's fun. It's a fun game. It's just, I have this thing with open world games that I just like. I start looking at the map and like, okay, well,
Yep. And this is a very open world game.
it is very very open world. But yeah, that's actually all I've been playing this week. I've been sick watching Stargate, which I'm in season 7 of Stargate. Out of 10
Stargate.
seasons, so I'm chugging along through. It's like 22 episodes a season, and I've honestly done about a season, either like a season every 2 to 3 days. So
I wish I had that kind of dedication to things I liked.
where's your motivation?
I need more time.
But yeah, that's all I've done.
What'd you get up to, Lee?
Not much, honestly. I've been so sleepy. Usual Gundam Evo, checking that out because new Gundam's out.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's cool. What else? Yu-Gi-Oh has like a billion million subscribers now, so they did a whole like we'll do a login campaign. We get 1,000 gems, sorry, and do that. So I did Sims, what else? Blah. Not much else. I didn't touch my orders. I don't know.
Oh wow,
Time flew.
really? Goodness.
Time flew. I think I'm just waiting for, is it the 16th? Because that's when Dark and Darker comes out again.
When all else becomes moot.
Yeah. I think it's the 16th.
16th also when the closed beta for
It is, which I've signed up for. I'm very much
Oh,
look
Street
forward to
Fighter.
that.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, wait, what? Dark and Darker? That can't be right. Is it another beta or is it the actual release?
No way. It's the third playtest.
Okay, okay, or I said beta, but yeah, alpha makes more sense. Fair enough.
Yeah, but that's all. Nothing much this
Okay.
time.
Well, look, that's understandable. 'Tis the season to be a bit sleepy.
It is. Wherever winter hits, bam, sleepy. Hibernation.
Very, very good. I myself didn't get up to too much. I still am playing through Pokemon, taking my time, having to do a lot of catch up because being a open world Pokemon game means I wasn't disinclined to go to gyms, but I personally did not care to do battling versus trainers or gyms. I could catch all of the things.
Yep.
Small problem with that, itty bitty, and it's a problem that I hadn't considered because I've never encountered it before. So, turns out badges are important, and Pokemon stopped listening after a while. And I've known this was always a thing because people have told me, but I have never once ever run into this issue. So I hit my 40s and my Gengar. My Haunter was listening to me just fine. I traded it back for a Gengar, and well, he's going through his rebellious teen phase.
Feed him
And
sandwiches.
yeah, which I'm happy that I learned about. But I mean, it's fine. I've actually been going through gyms at this point. But yeah, my Gengar, my Sandlit, and I think one of the Pokemon just decided I wasn't worth the time.
Yep.
And so I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe it's time that I actually interfaced with the plot. Do not start with the Psychic Gym. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. So I did Psychic Gym first. That put me on Struggle Street, and I was immediately thinking, what is this? I wasn't expecting it to be difficult. Never actually struggled. I mean, that's not true. Raihan put up a bit of a fight, but like Raihan's at the end of the last game. And then, I beat her, what was her name? It's a flower? Tulip? Something like that. I beat her and I moved on to the bug and grass gym, and I was immediately hit with the realization of, oh, there is an actual path.
Yeah.
Because I absolutely destroyed every other boss encounter every other gym that I've encountered. All of Arvin's Urban Mystica quests were simple as, and the couple star gyms I've been to, I've also not struggled with. It was just her. And ho ho. But yeah, I'm finally up to the point where things are listening to me again. I need to finish it so I don't run into that issue again. And I have like 300 and some odd Pokemon, so I'm like actually almost finished with my decks. Look, man, I'm not a trainer. I'm a breeder and a collector and a researcher. Not in that order, in reverse order. But I mean, I haven't put as much time in as it sounds, but I have actually managed to get a long way through. Lots of help from everyone who's playing the game. Thank you for all the trading, much appreciated. And aside from that, I've played Aqua's favorite game in the world, Overwatch 2. The season will end in 3 hours, and season 2 will start tomorrow. And I find myself at a problematic impasse. So, I really like Overwatch 2, yeah? Like, mechanically, I think it feels really good to pull trigger, hear dink.
Yeah.
Or, in my case, because I have to play so much support, throw orb, watch die. But also, Season 2 has a battle pass that looks phenomenal, thematically speaking.
Oh, you're gonna spend money?
No, that's the problem. They're doing a Greek gods theming, and it looks so good.
Don't give in, Dalit.
But I can't, because I genuinely still hate everything they're doing from a monetization standpoint in Overwatch 2, except the Battle Pass. So I feel like, this is only a good deal because you're trying to trick me into it. That said, it looks absolutely...
Remember, if you haven't really spent money in Arknights, you can't spend money in Overwatch.
Fair. the upcoming season looks good. Some changes need to be made. Some changes will be made. We'll see how balance goes. There's a couple of different PvE, PvE. I don't know how they are. Seasonal events going on. The new head of the Overwatch department has already established that no, that whole we're not giving out skins anymore for doing the game, that's going away. Every event comes with a skin. We're going to, oh god, hey guys, so Ramatra's on the battle pass, but it's okay. Unlike Kiriko, who was locked behind level 55 of the battle pass, Ramatra has been lowered to the easily attainable 45.
Oh, 10 lower.
Jesus, I almost had a conniption fit. For
I mean,
all
you
the
play the
good,
game.
for all the good. He's a tank, so I don't play tank. It's the one role I don't enjoy, despite being possibly the strongest role in the game. For all that I enjoy about this game, they still don't have monetization right. I think that the character should be no higher than 30. I believe it should be one of the first things you unlock, but then they couldn't sell the battle pass, which I think is fundamentally not true. I think if they make a strong battle pass, they can sell it. This battle pass looks absolutely astounding. Like, holy crap. In a moment of weakness, I will probably break, because, like, I'm a sucker for Greek-oriented stuff. I find that really fucking cool. And also, look, hear me out. Junker Queen is an awful character right now. They have to do some work to make her good. But she's also like 7 foot tall with abs. So, like, and she's got a mythic skin where she's Zeus. And you can change it to be also red oriented. So I think that probably the red and blue oriented. So I think she's just meant to be all of the brothers. And she's like 7 foot tall with abs. Anyway, so that's coming. That's going to be what I end up getting into this week. Is what I got into last week because I had to finish up the last free pass, which net me nothing of value as far as I'm concerned. And other than that, Arknights. But Arknights is currently in a in-between stage, so I'm just saving up for after CC.
Stay strong. Remember what Blizzard did. Blizzard
Yeah.
Activision.
Just
Stay strong.
it bothers me so much because the one thing that's worth doing, that's worth owning, because I think they have the pricing correct on, and it isn't predatory, I still take issue with. All you had to do was make the character that is locked behind the battle pass reasonable for people. I mean, I'm gonna get it because I'll play the levels. I'll get there. I know a lot of people will get it, but just it feels such bad faith to have it halfway through the battle pass, especially in a game
Yeah.
where previously all characters were playable. Because in PvP games, and oh boy, the next time we talk fighting games, I'm gonna have something to say. You cannot not have access to the playable pieces. It's like playing chess and not having the bishop, or the knight, or the rook. You're playing an incomplete thing. People get caught up with like, yeah, but other shooting games don't give you all of them. Yeah, but the characters don't matter. The guns do, and you always have access to the guns. Slash rant. That's what I did.
Oh, you forgot something, Aqua.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about it on the well, like as he was talking about. I did get and play like 2 hours of Ballista Protocol.
Yeah.
That's too right. Yeah.
Yeah. I totally forgot about that.
So let's hear about it. How you feeling? Because we've heard a fair few reviews.
Well, I haven't played any more of it since then.
No, you played 2 hours. What were your thoughts?
It was okay. I haven't got to the point where I'm jaded like everybody, and feel like the game is very boring and brings nothing to the table and plays worse than any Dead Space game has ever played.
That is certainly one way to read those reviews.
I mean, that is pretty much the way to read those reviews.
That is also factually accurate, yes.
And even like and most of the people that I follow on Twitter have said the exact same thing. I haven't gotten to that point yet. That being said, I can understand. The gameplay is actually literally just press R2 over and over again. Either hold left or right if you want to dodge. But you got to make sure you dodge the correct way. And then like when you hit the third fucking hit in your melee combo, you can
Ew.
R2 L2 R2 to do a quick shot. And from what I hear, that gameplay does not change any bit later on down the line.
It's a pity to hear the negativity on the gameplay because that game looks so good. Also, so terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, so the 2 hours, I didn't get jump scared at any of the times that there was a jump scare. I know some of the people in the chat did. I remember. I think leak a few times was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, because I was also in a conversation, so sudden noise, bam, got me.
But they definitely got the atmosphere correct. Though I have unfortunately heard that the story doesn't get any better either. Later on in there, so I mean, I'm like I said, I'm only 2 hours. From what I've played, it runs fine. I died quite a bit in those 2 hours because
What are you playing it on console or PC or?
I was playing on console.
That seems to be the definitive way to play it.
Yeah.
Supposedly, they've patched out some of the issues causing performance to absolutely tank and stutter on PC, but it was never much of an issue on console to begin with.
Yeah.
Hey guys, don't forget to sub to the channel if you're into what you're hearing. While you're down there, remember to like the video as much as we like you. You'll be good now.
My biggest issue with the entire game is why do they give you the ability to manual save if your manual save is just going to save at the last checkpoint?
Oh, that sounds suspiciously like checkpoint saving, auto saving.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's because there is
Autosave too.
Yeah, there is autosave. So like your autosave will autosave at the checkpoint or whatever, but they also give you the ability to manual save. But there's no point in manual saving if your manual save is literally going to take you back 3 minutes.
Oh no, I understood. I was just being a smartass.
Yeah. So I died a few times in this one area, and it kept getting annoying because I had to keep running all the way back from where the last checkpoint was. So that was very annoying. They honestly kind of need to. They either need to remove manual saving out of the game because there's literally no use for it to be there, or they need to make it to where manual saves at where you save. So that was my biggest issue with the game. But I mean, it's okay. I never played the Dead Space game, so I don't really have a point of comparison. But I hear that Dead Space 1 is technically is better.
Yeah, Dead Space 1 and 2 are really good. They are not my type of games, but they are like really good all the same.
I know people that completely dog shit on Dead Space 1 and 2 or whatever, like just from like gameplay wise, but they still said they prefer it over Callisto Protocol.
And it makes sense, kind of. Like a lot of horror is usually based around you have limited access to ways to protect yourself, and you don't want to interact with the baddies. Dead Space and Callisto Protocol don't do that, but Dead Space, you have a gun and you can kind of attack that at range. In Callisto Protocol, it all seems like can you just shoot the gun without?
Yeah, you can shoot the gun. You can shoot the gun without the combo.
Okay, because everything I've seen has been melee, and that is not how I would want to. That's not how I would want to approach combat. No. Especially not with what I've heard as well. Because like, what do you do when you get jumped by like 4 people? Or do you get jumped by? I mean, obviously,
No, you get jumped by a lot of people. Yeah, you can get jumped.
Yeah, so you do get jumped by larger groups. So what do you do when the gameplay seems scripted after a sense? Like it just seems like it doesn't. It kind of breaks down a bit in larger groups.
Yeah, no, in larger groups it gets definitely more difficult to handle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Aqua had to like funnel people into like a corridor
Yeah.
to try and
Oh
like,
yeah,
deal with it.
not the Yusuke. The the Yusuke Urameshi maneuver. Get them all into a corridor and then shotgun.
No, not that. I had to go across this bridge where you can only like go single file or whatever. And I just had to funnel them in and then like AoE them down with like the melee.
Okay, well, I then I named the wrong anime. This is the Yahiko maneuver, where you get them into a tight alleyway and then melee them to death. My bad. Okay,
Yeah.
Kenshin it is.
Because having to interact with the dodge mechanic while dealing with multiple enemies is kind of not like it was kind of a bit of an oversight.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
Like
especially
how
when one of them is behind you off camera. You don't even see him.
yeah.
Yeah,
You.
yeah, that seems less than enticing. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, so like I said, it was okay. I mean I'm not picking it back up for a little while. Just because the next couple they're gonna be
Sure, sure.
pretty gaming oriented.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. But yeah. I mean it's okay. I can't say anything more. Like I said, 2 hours. And I don't hear it's very long either. I think it's like anywhere between 15 and 20 hours.
We'll see if the
Oh.
speedrunning community manages to salvage that game or not. Because it sounds like that's probably where it's going to do best.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, okay. I can move on to Little. He has not forsaken us this week.
Hey!
He was like, "Good day, my friends. Sorry I have been absent. Holiday retail equals too tired to remember."
Oof, it'd be like that.
It do be like that. I understand the pain. Hope all had great holidays so far. Except, well, actually, no, my holiday was alright. It's after my holiday that wasn't alright. With that said, who is ready for Yoshi P to announce Final Fantasy 16 release date? 3 days.
It's certainly a
Yeah,
possibility. I have another
hmm.
idea about that, but it is a very distinct possibility.
Yep. Well, in 3 days we get the Game Awards,
Mm-hmm.
and we've got some stuff to talk about. First up, Yoshi P is going to have a special live presentation at the Game Awards this year. It's not going to be 14 related because that's not until next year. The whole fan fest and everything. So the only thing he could be talking about is Final Fantasy 16. I assume we'll probably get a trailer, possibly a release date, maybe a date on when we're gonna have a demo.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Hopefully, because
Fingers are in fact crossed.
I want my hands on this game. But next up, Joseph, fuck the Oscars Ferris is gonna be at the Game Awards again this year, like he is every year.
He's just become a meme. He's become so important to the mythology of the Game Awards.
Yep. Maybe he'll announce his next game at the Game Awards.
Maybe he'll say "fuck the Oscars" again.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, he probably. But
No, he's definitely come down since then.
but most of the time he is there. He's either there to promote a new game or promote a game coming out, or to announce a game. I think the last game that came out was It Takes Two. So we will see if he has an announcement for another game, but he will be there. Also, Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson will also be there. The two big leads for The Last of Us. They apparently, along with Naughty Dog, have some news.
Oh, don't forget they're being joined by Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey of The Last of Us HBO series.
Oh yeah, true. So, we'll have
Two Joels and two Ellies.
Yeah, I know, two Joels, two Ellies on the stage. Man.
For anyone who didn't see, by the way, in the most recent Last of Us trailer, we now know who Ashley Johnson will be playing. We now know where Troy Baker will be seen in the series. Ashley will, in fact, be playing Ellie's mother.
Oh.
So she has birthed that character twice. Troy seems to be a part of... who was the guy? Who was the snow section? The one who tries to trap and kill Ellie?
I don't know the names. How long it's been
Like creepy dude, yeah.
Exactly, he's part of his group. It looks like on the trailer. So I do look forward to watching that. I hope it's very good. I like Pedro Pascal.
Mm-hmm.
I liked The Last of Us, the part 1. I guess I have to say now, so much. So there's a lot there that I hope that they get right, and I hope I can enjoy.
Yeah. The trailer had good vibes.
Yeah, and it looks like they're just doing the game, but on screen. And, God, something else I want to talk about. That's how you do this.
Yep.
You don't write your own story first. You retell the thing that everyone loves, and then you earn enough goodwill to then do your own thing.
Yeah, yep. You make something in the live action, you do it as per what the adaptation is from, and then make something else.
Yeah, and then you can do whatever you want. Just give the people that you are obviously trying to bait in what they want first.
Yeah.
Yes, give the people what they want.
Yeah, and then we'll give you enough rope to hang us with.
Also, Tekken 8 is going to be shown at
Sure is. Oh man.
Wars, so.
There's a wonky thing with Tekken. Tekken came out in like 2013 or something ridiculous like that. Tekken 7, that is. And people tend to forget that.
Yeah.
So like yeah, so like it was like Tekken kind of looks weird and it doesn't look great and all this. I'm like, okay, whilst you are correct, it does look old. Let's remember that we have had like 3 versions of this game since it officially came out. It's nice to actually get like a properly next-gen release, because the character models were starting to look interesting on certain characters. I still think, I mean, this is just my thing in general. I think Kazuya is just too big. Like, he's comically large. He's a big man.
Yeah,
2015, by the way.
But then you have characters in like.
You have Fakumram, who is like. Who is Sagat sized, 9 foot tall, 320 pounds, pure muscle, 0% body fat. As lean as a goddamn rabbit, that one. But yeah, no, it'll be nice to actually see this, and I can't wait to see more than just, and this is probably me getting my hopes up, more than just like pre-rendered stuff.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Soon.
I forget where it came out from, but apparently 16 is going to feature very mature rating things like torture, prostitution, drug use, and various other mature themes.
Oh, someone saw the ratings board's reaction to it, no doubt. Then, because that sounds like exactly where that came from.
Yeah. It was Eurogamer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Eurogamer reported that. Yeah. So yeah, I mean.
I don't think it's any great surprise.
Well, I mean, it'll be the first mature rating Final Fantasy. So.
It did, but to be fair, since the very beginning, it did look like that's what it was going for. It was immediately incredibly bloody.
Yeah.
So.
Very interesting. Actually, what was really interesting was, Capcom going to be releasing Monster Hunter Rise on all the rest of the consoles next month.
Yeah.
I didn't think that they would just do that randomly.
I'm trying to figure out what that means in terms of how long they plan on having content for this game.
Well, I mean, these versions will release with what we already have.
I understand that, but like this is such a late in the game's lifespan release that either this means that they're done
Mm-hmm.
and everyone gets to play now, or that they plan to continue supporting it to some small amount.
Yeah, actually, it could be. Maybe they just want like a little extra boost and some moolah for whatever game that they're making next.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But I saw I was scrolling on Twitter and I was like, wait, really?
Yeah, I didn't think it was real either, if I'm honest.
But it does not support cross save, does not support cross play, does not support cross progression.
Started from scratch.
So if you're looking to get this on like PlayStation or something and you've played 1,200 hours on the PC, well, going back to the beginning unless you mod your save file.
Enjoying the video? Remember to like and sub. Helps out the channel a bunch, and we're grateful for everyone we get.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was surprised. I didn't think that they would actually do this because I thought like the end goal was just, it being on PC, period.
Same.
So okay. Capcom?
Hey, look,
do you?
more people get to enjoy the game. Fantastic.
Yeah. I'm just wondering how many people will actually buy it on the consoles.
It is curious with like no idea how support is going to go. Is this something that's going to do well because Monster Hunter is genuinely now a juggernaut in the West as well, and people just want their fix, or a lot of people just going to wait for the next one, the potential World 2.
Dude.
Who's to say?
World 2, please. World 2.
I would love it, frankly, but I mean, I like Rise a lot, so
Yeah.
like I'm gonna put 1,000 hours into whatever comes out.
Next up, DNF Duel is going to get a rebalance update, and they're adding in a new character. Was it Spectre?
Spectre, yeah, I genuinely can't believe this game's not dead. The game came out, I mean, to a lot of hype. Everyone was looking forward to it. It was just like a jank kusoge where everyone could just do ridiculous things, and it kind of felt like a fun party game. But competitively, it was not received great.
Mm-hmm.
And after the first balance patch, it was like, all right, I guess this is it, and we're done. I guess not. Another new balance patch, comes out sometime this month. So, fantastic. And the new character is slated for sometime next year, probably early on. And Spectre is a character people wanted in the main roster, so...
Yeah.
Like Biken, people will shell out money for her.
I was like, man, maybe I'll get DNF Duel finally. Even though I've said I wanted it to play Striker.
Porque no los dos?
Spectre is also really cool.
I promise you for a fact they will not do the same thing. Why not both?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what I threaten that I don't play fighting games though. I threaten to be like, oh, these characters are cool, but
you don't play fighting games yet.
No.
You never know which one will turn you to the dark side.
No, I mean if Tekken hasn't done that lately, then I won't.
I'm genuinely surprised to hear you say Tekken.
I used to be a huge Tekken fan.
Fair enough. I'm always surprised when people say it. I love Tekken to death, but no matter who I speak to in the fighting game verse, it's always Tekken's such a horrible game to bring new people into. It's just too many buttons, too many combos, I just think just press buttons. Just press buttons.
I mean that's what I do. I just press buttons.
Yeah, just find a game you like and press buttons.
No, I just want a Tekken that has Tekken Force in it.
Yo, bring back Tekken Force and Tekken 8. Let's go.
That's all I fucking want. All right.
Yo, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm right there with you. I would love. Don't make it like Tekken 6 either. Bring back OG Tekken 3, Tekken Force. Let's go.
Yeah.
Side scroller. Oh yes, 100%, 110%.
That's all I've wanted. So yeah, no. Oh, and Tekken Bowling. I love Tekken Bowling, man.
Hey, they've consistently brought that back, so
Yeah,
there's
Tekken-
always a
Tekken Bowling.
possibility.
Hideo Kojima tweeted out start of a new journey along with like 3 logos
Yeah.
on an image.
Very
Nobody
cryptic.
knows what it means, but
Yeah, it keeps in line with his other cryptic posts. I think he's
Yeah.
posted 2 actors in an engine. Their whatever their engine currently is.
yeah.
I forget. So he's working
Game
on
Awards?
something. I hope
Yeah.
it's good.
I mean, who knows
Game
though?
Awards?
You don't
I
even know if
genuinely-
it's a game. like
That's
it-
exactly it.
Yeah, like has he did start a production company in LA, right? He's
Mhm.
working with
All of his favorite actors.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I believe he could make a movie. I think you're absolutely right.
Maybe, yeah.
It's what he wanted to do. He never wanted to get into gaming until he couldn't get into movies and decided, well, what if I could make one in this medium instead? And then he did and killed it. I will always be interested in a Kojima project, even if I don't always back what he's made.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll get the answers at the Game Awards because his best friend runs the Game Awards. So, next up, so Steam fucking leaked that Star Wars Jedi Survivor gonna be launching on March 16th.
Oops.
So March 16th.
At least they didn't leak that it existed. At least people already knew that.
Yeah. But it does seem like this game's gonna go full Jedi Knight because you get sword, you get saber and gun and blaster play. So we'll be
Get that KOTOR fix. I hope the writing's as good.
yeah. I really hope. Don't remind me about KOTOR, man. I'm already sad. Riot did some updates for Project L. They released like a 6-minute video talking about
Damn, it's looking good.
the development going on through Project L. Obviously, nothing too concrete or anything. They showed off a little bit of videos of like how they have some of their characters pretty much programmed and all that stuff.
Mhm.
It's looks pretty good.
If you've played a tag fighter before, you know what you're in for. I've seen a couple people comparing it to cross tag. I mean that's probably true. I compare it more to Infinite. I imagine when this game comes out, anyone who like genuinely enjoyed Infinite's gameplay, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, that is going to find themselves in a very, very comfy position.
I did like BB Tag.
So you already like the premise. 2v2. Find 2 people in League that you like. They'll probably be in the game at some point.
Yeah, probably. And Dolly, you tweeted you fucking showed us this earlier. About nearly 300 game testers at the ZeniMax Studios are going to be voting to form a union, and Microsoft is backing it.
Yeah, I found this when I got in earlier today. Popped up on Twitter, and I saw an Axios link. Yeah, about 300 or thereabouts testers will start a union, and Microsoft will back it voluntarily. Which is, I mean, even if it's just trying to look good, like I'm super happy to see it.
Yeah.
Like QA needs love, and they're getting it. Good for them. Like this is strictly speaking a good thing.
Yeah. I think the what was it called, the CWA or something like that?
CWA, yeah.
The
Communication
CW
Workers of America.
Yeah, Communication Workers of America has also blessed Microsoft Activision's bid after receiving the labor neutrality pledge. So they're also
Which is
backing
good, because
Microsoft
whilst I
to
haven't
comply.
seen the terms of the whatever's going on in this particular step of the unionization, that means the CWA is at least on board with what has been argued so far. So we like that. It's not just Microsoft saying yes to something and then trying to short them as much as possible. It seems like both parties are currently in a good place.
Mm-hmm. Then that leads us to what is not a good place,
No, not at all.
which is the state of Smash tournaments all around the world right now.
Hmm.
Was tweeted out a few days ago that the World Smash tournament is being shut down by
Yep,
Nintendo.
it's just not happening.
Um, due to probably what it was, pressure from the CEO of the Panda company that is running the official Smash tournaments. Their CEO, what is it, Alan?
Alan Bunny,
Well, previous CEO.
previous CEO. This is important because that's what
Yeah.
this is about, eh?
Yeah.
After he's been pushing Nintendo to, I guess, stomp out all the competition for Panda, for all the Smash tournaments.
So
Which
yeah,
was
like the
not good.
story. No, the story,
Yeah.
as I understand it, is like Smash has been around in tournament form for a while. The Smash World Tour, which is the thing that got canceled, is like it was the big tournament. It's the Evo. Everyone goes there. They enjoy themselves. Like that's where your world champion is. Smash is still, like with a lot of fighting games, super grassroots. Fighting games are a small community. It takes a lot. It takes a lot for tournament owners to get a space, get the amount of console set up, and like actually have a functional tournament that runs even remotely well. To those who are thinking, well, you mentioned Panda was the only official one. Yeah, yeah, like with all things, it's a business, right? So Nintendo kind of hates the Smash community.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even being biased. I don't
No,
like, I'm
they
not part of it.
legitimately do.
They genuinely do not like the competitive side of any of their games. They want to sell game, you enjoy game, you get hyped for next game. Smash has always loved pretty much every version, specifically among them Melee and now Ultimate, because that's the most recent, and Melee being like the most beloved. Well, in comes Alan Bunny and Panda Global, Panda Gaming, who are starting to try to enforce that whole, hey, but you need a license for this, and you absolutely shouldn't run this tournament without it. It'd be a shame if Nintendo found out. You'd have to go under. And why not join a real tournament like ours? So they were running this like little mafia rackets.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out when you mess with a real niche grassroots community, they're gonna side with themselves. And so this whole corporatization of it has gone very poorly, and there's been an immense amount of blowback on Nintendo, who at the moment does not care, and Panda, who has, thank you for the information leak, lost 80% of not its sponsorships, but its staff,
Mm-hmm.
including one Alan Bunny, former CEO of Panda Global. So he was kicked to the curb. He was kicked to the curb. There's currently an IMC and a management committee that's filling in for him as they scramble to keep everyone they possibly can and kind of reorganize after the massive walkout by staff. To their credit, they're helping any and all personnel that does want to leave. They're being very gracious in this ass whooping of a defeat. The Panda is not a small organization in fighting games. They have a lot of notable names, and we're talking about like big hitters. Punk is one that I think just left today. as of recording. Justin Wong is another one. Kizzy K is another one. And it seems like they all have either left, are leaving, or have at least removed the Panda global sponsorship from their About Me's on their various social medias. So, right now, Panda's down staff. They've had to indefinitely cancel their own tournament, so there is no Smash happening going forward. And what this means for Smash in the long run is still up in the air. Because as much as, yeah, having Panda get their just desserts, the fact remains now that Nintendo has been enabled to do what is legally in their rights, which is force people to license out their content for these events. However, Nintendo once again hates these events.
Yep.
It doesn't like content creation that isn't Nintendo first. So this is a precarious position for Smash players to be in, and I wish them all the best. But I will say this, y'all, you got to pick up a side game, y'all. Leffen did it. Leffen plays everything now. Y'all really need to pick up a second game. It's looking bleak.
I understand you guys love playing Smash, but
I love playing Smash, but that ain't the future.
No, Smash is very volatile because Nintendo doesn't like its fans. And
I have no idea why they're like that.
Nintendo doesn't like they don't like any of their fans when it comes to competitive because they shut down everything Splatoon, pretty much.
Right? Yeah, there's that as well.
So,
and let's not even talk about
Splatoon 2. Oh, whoa.
Like Splatoon, obviously still up and running, and everyone loves it, and it's still raking in because people buy it. It's a great thing. However, remember, I think last year about this time, we had 2 separate Splatoon tournaments go down.
Yep.
So, and this is to say nothing of the fact that this is Nintendo, who has absolutely tried to monetize over any kind of content creation. Do you remember the Nintendo was a Nintendo Content Club or something like that?
Yeah,
the Creation Club or something. That it went over poorly and that died, thankfully. But they absolutely do not want anyone making money that they don't also get a cut of.
Yeah.
This is also to control the image of their games, which is weird because, as far as I'm concerned, tournaments are good. Especially for games that aren't new. It's not like new games aren't going to sell. It's not like people aren't going to play your new games. And these tournaments for older games allow those games a sense of not immortality, but longevity. Like these are new people or people seeing the game for the first time, perhaps, or just continuing to buy said game and continuing to make you money. So I genuinely have no idea why Nintendo is so aggressive about not letting things like this happen.
They don't like anything they can't control, so
that's really what it comes down to. It's certainly what it looks like.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. This is, I mean, I don't know how many times I have to say it, but I feel like I have to say it like every fucking week. It's fuck Nintendo, man. It's fuck them. If everybody stopped buying Nintendo products, which will never happen,
unfortunate but true.
Maybe they would get the idea, get the picture, but no. Nintendo has too much of a rabid fan base, and they don't give two shits whether if they're getting fucked out of their money or not.
I have to make a quick addendum to what I said earlier. There is something that was happening. Once again, Link was kind of telling this earlier. You linked the Behind the Summit stuff, which was still going on, yeah? Or not behind, Beyond the Summit.
Yep.
Yeah. They are streaming in defiance of Nintendo and Panda, and were, when I checked it, on day 3 and still going strong. So it's just a case of daring Nintendo to actually shut them down and see if Nintendo genuinely doesn't care about the blowback like they say they don't. To my knowledge, they are untouched.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably because, Nintendo shut down, World Tour Smash, and then, and then all the shit, like all of Panda breaking down or whatever, and they're like, okay, maybe we can't actually maybe we shouldn't shut them down.
I genuinely don't think Nintendo wants the smoke that they're gonna get.
No,
Like they literally came out and said, we understand that this is going to be an unpopular opinion. I don't think they did. I think they knew that it was going to be unpopular. I don't think they knew how much blowback they were actually in for.
Yeah. You've got to cultivate your community. They're the bread and butter. Like, without the community, who you selling to?
I mean, for a long time, Nintendo's had the ability to say, "What are you going to do? Go somewhere else." But like fighting games, you don't have that kind of power because they will go someplace else. There are plenty of other places to go.
Yeah, for fighting games you can, but like they're still gonna have that thought process anyway because
no, because it's worked up until now.
Yeah, they can. Honestly, they can. They don't have to deal with Smash anymore. Smash is done for them. They could never make another Smash ever again, and they don't have to they wouldn't have to worry about fighting game tournaments ever again.
Yeah, I'll be interested if that's the stance that the approach they actually take. Because to my knowledge, Smash is actually finished.
Yeah, no,
like I don't mean that in a negative sense. Yeah, I mean, like I don't think there's plans to do another one after this. Like this was the swan song for the franchise, and what a song it was.
So, they just might like not give two shits anymore.
Sad but true.
Because they just don't have to. They just don't have to deal with fighting game tournaments anymore. So, who knows? That's all the news we got this week.
Hey,
we made it. We made it through. Made it through the news. I'm still alive. COVID hasn't killed me yet. COVID didn't kill me throughout this podcast. So.
Yep.
I think
death awaits you.
I think I might survive. Who knows? But what are you guys doing this week?
Same thing I do every night, Pinky.
Try to take over the world.
No, try to sleep.
Try to sleep, exactly.
Fair. It's also a difficult ask.
You know it.
But you're not looking forward to anything in particular this upcoming week?
No, it's same old this week. Like I said, fair. I'm waiting for Dark and Darker.
That's understandable. It's understandable. I hope you're This is season 2 of Gundam, so I hope those tickets keep coming in this new pass.
Yeah, I mean they also haven't really changed their stance on their battle pass stuff, so I don't know.
Yeah. At least never mind. I'm not gonna pick that fight. There's a lot to enjoy about that game though. So if nothing else, I hope you enjoyed playing
it's fun.
the game.
I am having fun playing it.
Hell yeah.
Yes. I am also looking forward to hearing about Street Fighter since, actually they made it harder to get into the beta, right, this time.
Yeah.
Because people were giving away beta keys, that's why.
They didn't actually make it harder. They did actually make it more fair. You just have to have your Capcom ID already linked, which I think is an understandable distinction, because before they were just you were right, there were people selling off their beta registration stuff. We'll have information on that on the 14th, despite the fact that I got spooked not but 10 minutes before this began from Capcom saying, "Hey, Street Fighter 6 closed beta." I was like, "Oh, I'm in. Let's go. I know about it already." No, they were just reminding everyone to register. So definitely, if you haven't registered yet, it's not first come, first serve. It's a lottery system. If you already got into the last one, you're already guaranteed in now. So no worries there. Please don't re-register. Give someone else a chance. If you haven't gotten into the previous one, enjoy. It's time. Let's go. Hopefully we get in. Hopefully I'll see you in there. I would love to get in. I have to see how Jury and Ryu work. because one is vanilla and it's what I'll probably actually play, and the other is jury, who I would like to be good at.
Yeah.
As for what I will be doing this week, I will be hurting Aqua's feelings and electing not to watch anime every single night and instead play Overwatch 2 because the new season came out.
Hey man, like I said, Tuesdays and Saturdays, man. That's it.
Yeah, Tuesdays. For me, it's Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
Well,
We
yeah,
have Chainsaw Man, we have
Arknights.
Arknights, and we have wholesome family drama that is actually kind of dramatic right now.
Yeah.
And of course, what is it we're watching on the side? Blasted Tempest?
Yeah, Blast Tempest.
Right.
And
So I'm watching
and we got Bochi
incredibly
Rock.
too much anime. And Bochi, which I genuinely am surprised at how much I like. It's so good, I recommend it to everyone.
Yeah, Bochi the Rock, very good. And with the reference that they put in that last episode.
My goodness, that's such a good meme. Fantastic meme format. I appreciate it. So yeah, I'll be playing Overwatch. I'll be playing Arknights. We have the CC. We have the contingency contract coming out on Thursday, I believe. And that will... Oh, and of course, I'll be doing more Pokemon. Because I have to fill out the decks.
Man. Y'all forgetting about something, man. Y'all forgetting so hard about something.
I'm forgetting about some... Okay, go on. Let us know.
We have Game Awards this Thursday.
I mean, but we're not going to be playing the Game Awards. We will, of course, be watching it. So look forward to our reactions to that.
We're watching the Game Awards Thursday. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got to hype that up, man. Game Awards.
And look, fact of the matter, Game Awards is this Thursday. It was such a great year for gaming this year that it's going to be a bunch of tight matches for the various awards. You know how we voted. We talked about it 2 weeks ago, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of all that, we know that there will be a lot of world premieres. So keep it locked. As we know, you'll know.
What am I doing this week?
What are you doing this week?
Man, probably more Harvestella because the game's great. Probably more Witcher, I guess. As I'm watching Stargate. Maybe I'll finish Stargate HD1 by the time we record next week. Who knows? Who knows?
Given your pace, probably.
Yeah, given. Well, no, I go back to work on Wednesday, so I don't have all data. I don't have all day to watch anymore. But yeah, no, Harvestella, Witcher, maybe something else on my Steam list. I don't know. Maybe I'll turn on Atelier Horizon 2 again at some point in time. So who knows? But yeah, if you guys made it this far, which is just over an hour, please hit that like and subscribe, and we will see you guys later on this week because Game Awards. Yeah,
the award show.
Game Awards.
Bye.
Before you go, remember to like, comment, and sub to us. Not only does it help out the channel and let us know what you're into, but it also makes you 100% cooler than everybody else. I checked with Aqua. It's definitely true.